This is going to be very random and spontaneous. I was going to be building some Age of Empires stuff today anyway, so I thought I'd stream something that wasn't hopefully too difficult, so here we are. Whether anyone will be here or not, I don't know, but never mind. I will crack on, I suppose. Make sure everything's working alright. I've unmuted myself, that's always good. Chat's alive, so that's also good. Right, yeah. I'll fumble my way through this. Hopefully it won't be too bad. Can I save it? Right. the best way of doing that would be to select all of the edge, the top edge, and extrude it, not extrude it, sorry, scale it all up at once, I think. Oh, I don't know though. Is that right? Yeah, I think it is, because then it will, yeah, that will work. Yeah, that will be fine. I don't know what this looks like yet because it's hiding behind there, so it looks like the right kind of thing. It won't be perfect, as always, but it will give the rough idea. So let's just add some extra loops in here, because then I can add in this, I guess it's a wall at the top, which will run along this whole top edge. And I don't know what these are on the corner. These look like almost like flower shapes, but I can add those later as well. Or I can add them before I rotate the whole thing around, so that'll be fine. Let's add another loop in there. And do I, just to make it a bit more interesting, just do a little extrude on that, just so that looks a bit more than just that, really. And then what we've got to do is, oh, I shouldn't have done this way. I should have. Is it going to be a problem? Maybe not. Already that's huge. That's way too big. It needs to be about here. Oh, I can see where I'm going wrong now. It wants to be about there instead, because then that would be the bottom. That would be the floor there. I'm not sure if it's going to be a problem. No, it shouldn't be, because if I do this right, then it'll be good. Yeah. I think I've got an idea of what I think I'm doing. What's the best way of going about the next bit? Let's have a look at the whole model again. So we know where the floor is going to be. Doesn't matter if it intersects slightly there. It could be a good idea to just copy and paste this now, and then add the extra pieces on that I need. A bit of luck, I'll be all good. So if I select all of this, and this bottom piece, and copy it down, I believe, it will give me the right place, but it won't give me the right, whatever you call it. So then we know where this needs to line up because it's here. So that'll be that vertice there. I don't know if the snapping tool is going to work with this because I've got so much selected. But I could probably just do it by eye. As long as I get it really, really close, it'll be okay. You won't be seeing it too closely anyway. So that works out alright. The bottom plane is now in the right place. Do I just repeat the whole thing again? Down. And then I can move them individually. No, that will cause me a lot of faff, that will. Let's not do that. Let's unselect that. Because now we know that it's in the right place that way, but it's not in the right place the other way. So the way we do that is we need to go from here to there. Is this going to work? No, it's going to do weird things, which is a shame. I don't know how you make it snap to a specific one, unless I just do this. But then that's not worked either, I don't think. Sod it. If I just get it really, really close by eye, then I know we're in roughly the right place by like a few tiny little fine. Probably should have coloured the whole thing to start with first, that very top piece. And then I won't have to mess around going through to try and colour these bits, but never mind. Whoops. Do not want to deselect it all. Do not want to do that. Cool, and then we grab those bits, and we grab those bits, and then we go new colour. And let's just make this, it's like a really sandy, orangey yellow. Probably around there somewhere, maybe. Again, if I just get them all right first. Well, all applied to the objects I need to first. Yeah, I can just faff later, adjusting. Because one thing I'm going to add is probably some textures to these colours, so that they're not just flat colour. That'll just give it a little bit more of an interesting look, I suppose. So this will be another one, and we'll make this a lot darker. Roughness on all of these. And the last thing I'm going to do is select all of these little top pieces, which I should have done. So now I've got to be careful I don't select the wrong thing. Like that. Oh, that's the original one though, isn't it? Damn. To be honest, I usually ask that as well, and I didn't this time. Hopefully that sounds a little bit better. Actually, I've only just noticed the mic isn't picking me up as much as it usually does. Hang on a sec. No, the right thing's picking me up. Is that any better? But still loud. I think my laptop that's next to me with the chat on it, it knocked the little knob with the for the gain on the mic to like half. So my bad. Cheers for finding that though, because I wouldn't have noticed that. But yeah, I know the music is it's loud anyway, even when it's playing kind of normally, the mic. So apologies for that. Never mind. Right. Can make that a little bit darker as well. I might make all of them a little bit darker actually. It's okay now, it's good. Sound. Cheers for that. Because yeah, I probably would never have found that. Oh, I would have done because I'd have listened to this back a little bit, but you know. Right. Well, now that that's kind of fixed, I can, yeah, carry on. So, the stairs. What do I do next? They're pretty much done. Oh, I better do these like little flowery things. They look like flowers. I don't think that's what they are, but they seem to go on these little corner pieces here. Right, we don't want that many. Let's just do it as 6 maybe. Scale that right down. Make this look like some sort of flowery shape. And we'll extrude those out. I wonder if I just bevel those edges, or can I scale them all down? Something like that, I think. Is that the right kind of thing? Not really. They're a bit more rounded than that. Which I can do by just going through and selecting all these little bits. Which isn't too much hassle. No, that's a little bit more like it. Oh, you know what? I really need to move these. Don't need that one for now. Can sort that one off. And these are quite small, and they're like a bronzy colour. Probably something like that. A little bit lighter than that actually. So yeah, better go place those in by hand. Try and get them there or thereabouts. I think they're on all of these corners, so if I just do them once, I should be able to just copy and paste these and get them roughly in the right place. Cool. I'm gonna get one more in there. I think there might be one on the end, I'm not too sure. On the very corner, but there is. I'll maybe do that later on. One thing I should have done as well, done them all on the same object to make my life easier. Let's just put those on the same object for now. Yeah, there's one on that little corner there, but I can do that at the end, I suppose. Right, there are these little statues, and they're along the stairs as well. So, if I do the stairs, kind of, because then I can put those little gaps in as well that I need to for the rest. which if I select the middle of this, put the 3D cursor there, then I can add a let's just add a cube for now. Get that lined up about right. I'm going to use the good old array modifier for this, so that it just makes my life easier placing the stairs. Can overhang a little bit at the top here. Then you'll have the stair banisters here, so that will cover those bits up. Right, the next thing I need to do, let's try the array modifier, and we want to offset it not that way, this way. Just enough so that it just overlaps. But these need to be quite steep, so I think that is way too out there at the minute. I'm thinking I should be able to just adjust this to tuck them in. And then adjust this one. I'll get there in a minute. So no, I want to leave that one on and I want to adjust this one back. So they're going to be pretty steep. Also, is that too many steps? Probably is. They can be probably a bit bigger than that. Let's bring the count back and make them a bit bigger. How far does it stick out past the end? Oh, it's actually further than I thought it was. Maybe not quite that much though. 0.42 or something like that. It'll do for now. I'll add the sides first, and that'll give me a better idea then. Put the cursor to selected. Alright, let's try and make these banisters. So, what we got? They kind of, I don't know if they've got like a, they look straight here, and then it looks like it's got a curve at the top. I'm not sure if that's just my eyes. Oh, I think it might be straight the whole way and it curves up into these arches. Into these statues, sorry. Huh. Okay, well, if I do the whole thing just straight to start with, we should be fine. Let's try and get that roughly in the right place. And get that at the right angle of the stairs. And then you've got that little jutty out bit at the bottom. Should I try and look at it in the camera actually and try and overlap this again? So my stairs are there. And that's about in the right place. they can actually come out a lot further than that. Yeah, that looks a lot more like it, to be honest. Now, does it look weird on the thing itself? I suppose not. Should be easy enough to just stretch this in that direction. And have that overhang just a tad. I'm not sure, how did it look at the top? Oh, it's just where that statue is, so that top bit's actually flat. So if I bevel that and just flatten this off, scale in 0, and that can come a bit further forward, something like that, because then it will just sit on this little top piece here, which is fine. And then we've got to do that little extrusion at the bottom here. Is this wide enough? Yeah, it is. I think so. Maybe we could do it a little bit wider than that. Whoops, wrong way. And that only wants to go out just a bit. And it's got that little tiny thing on the end. And then that will go straight up there. That'll have to be a separate object, I think. And we just got to figure out where these sort of statue things sit. So you've got one little line there. If I put one about there, that one's kind of in the work. Looking at this now, it looks really bizarre. Why is that, though? Is it because I've gone too far down? Yeah, it is. Keep that really, but all I want to do is move this up to about where it finishes flush with the floor, which is going to be around there somewhere. We can make that a bit more square. Just move this so that it's about the right angle. And then these ones are going to be going into the floor anyway. So just to clear things up a bit, is it worth me just, if it will let me, select that and just bring those back a little bit, because there's not going to be that many steps. And anywhere near that many steps. So then what we've got is these, little statues, which are on these little plinths. So if I just was to extrude these upwards, scale them in x0, and then move this up to here, and move that down to there, and then we're on the right track. Just make a little thing like that for it to sit on at the top. I've got to try and build that statue then. Shouldn't matter about that side too much. To make that look a bit more interesting, I might just quickly add in something to... No, that's not worked whatsoever, so that's fine. Never mind. Right, That's the right sort of look for that, I think. Just need to redo that on the end as well. We can fill that in. Make a little thing for that as well at the bottom there. Something like that, I suppose. And then yeah, we just want to fill this with a, I don't know if I put some sort of like cylinder in. I think that could look kind of cool. This will have to be probably on its own object. Set origin to geometry. No, that's not working, so let's just quickly get rid of that one. Add another. Scale this right up. So when we rotate it, it should fit roughly in the right place. And just squash that down a little bit. Can I scale it up in the right direction? No, still doesn't want me to do that. Why is that? I can fix that just by doing that, to be honest. And now I can just cut off the pieces I don't need. So let's just try and eye this up, roughly. And we'll scale that down a bit. And then we want to split these up so that they're on their own objects. So this one can be one, and then that one can be the other one. And the idea will be that if I just add a load of edge loops to these, I should, using proportional editing, be able to just kind of manipulate this so it looks more like it does on the thing, on the original model, which might be a little bit tricky. Might be better to just do it without proportional editing, actually. Do it this way instead, and just sort of make it look roughly like that effect, and then that goes up into there. Yeah, that might do. Actually, if I just delete that and then copy and paste this, which annoyingly there's a random loop up here that I don't want on that object, we can get rid of that. If I just do this, then we've got the same object again, and then I can just delete the bottom half of it. Yep, that'll work. Like that. Okay, do another save. What we got on the bottom of the stairs, it's like a little... It might just be another little line figure, just smaller. So I think I'll do that just for the sake of it, for the sake of ease. The little archway I'm going to do maybe last. As in this archway here. How long are we doing? Just over an hour. Well, almost an hour, sorry. It's not too bad. So let's try and make this little lion figure, I suppose. This could go terribly because I'm not great with anatomy or animals in general, really. They usually come out a bit rubbish, if I'm totally honest. So I did do a little sketch, little tiny sketches of a few things. So if I just try and follow this roughly, then we might get somewhere with it. So it's probably best to add a sphere. And then just really reduce the edges and whatnot on it. Because it's got quite a rounded chest, so that works like pretty well for that, just as it is. And what I could do is use proportional editing to kind of make its body. So I'm going to be looking down a lot now because I've got to try and follow this little diagram that I've made myself. So I just widen that a bit, because what I could do actually is just copy and paste it. This back half is very similar, and then just rotate it down. That gives the right kind of look for a body, because then you'll have the chest and the sort of the thighs, I suppose, would be at the back there. Yeah, I don't think that's too bad. I don't know how detailed I'm going to make these. Then do I do cylinders or do I carry on doing spheres for the legs? I wonder, do I try and use this again? Nah, let's just start again. In a sense with the legs, not completely. And we can just move this down to here. And it needs to be thinner so it actually looks like more like a leg. I'm wondering, let's put that on its own object because I need to use proportional editing again. So I can just stretch its leg down essentially. Which needs to be something along the lines of that, and then we can square that out and then we can add a foot on it. I'm not sure whether to move that whole thing up a bit. Let's just make it all separate objects for now. Let's put that to about there, and let's move that into there somewhere. These statues are quite, it's a bit more upright, I think. And then yeah, I'm just going to put like a square foot on it essentially then. And then the back is kind of similar. But it's got like a right angle on it instead. So if I was to put that there, bring up this, scale that out a little bit, and then what I can do is maybe just select these front few edges, faces even, scale that out, and then just put a foot on the end of that. I do apologise for this bodge job of a creature, but it should give the right effect because it's not going to be very big. If this was a really big statue, it'd probably take a lot longer trying to get it right. And to be honest, I probably wouldn't stream it. You know what, let's put the origin to my geometry because that's going to make my life easier. And then we need to make some feet, and the feet are kind of quite big. Let's make this have a foot first, because then they always have this, like, I don't know the history necessarily behind it, but they tend to have those the balls on one side underneath their foot. Looks a bit naff. I'm also not 100% sure if this is a Burmese kind of thing or not. I've seen it on, I think, Japanese and Chinese temples. I'm not sure if it's just like a detail it's got in the game. or if it is something that's on Burmese temples as well. I'm not sure. Alright, now let's make a nice clubby foot for it. So this is going to be pretty basic. Let's just do that sort of shape, and then we can put two like claw things on it, round off the top, and then jut that out a little bit. And then if I do something like that, maybe. And just scale it to suit what I need to. I'm not sure if that's too big or too small or what, but we'll see, we'll see. I'm going to put that one on its own object because I need to bring this in a bit. That's too far over. Needs to be more like that, I think. And then it needs another cylinder, sphere even. I don't know why I always get them mixed up. It's like common, isn't it? Common knowledge. And we just want that to go there. Also, I need to save it again because I've not done that for a little bit. And then we need to try and do its head, which is going to be a whole other thing. I might just start with a sphere again. We'll get there eventually. If I can select the right thing, that would help. Now, how am I going to do this? It's not the easiest shape to make. There you go, done. Let's see if I can mimic this a little bit. So for one thing, this needs to probably rotate that way and come forward because of how it's got its forehead area. And then you've got the area where the eyes are and the arches on its head. This could be very difficult to like sculpt out of a sphere, to be honest. Oh no, I'm just going to mess around with things and see how it looks. Because its eyes are kind of in a little area, like there, like a little pocket, almost. And its cheeks are a lot wider than the rest of it, so let's tuck these pieces in. The nose is its thing on itself, so I might have to make that as its own object. And then you've got let's tuck that up a little bit maybe, or round it off a tad. I'm very much out of my comfort zone with this sort of stuff. If I did something like that and extruded that out. Just bear with me a second. Maybe extrude this out. Scale it that way a little bit. could I inset the whole thing and then do something like that? Kind of just looks like a big cat now. It's like a cartoon cat. It's quite amusing, to be honest. Just trying to figure out how its cheeks are structured. They sort of come through here. Then you got the area where the eyes are. Maybe if I set those back more and try and actually place something for the nose as well, that might also help it a bit. Say, I really don't know what I'm doing with this kind of stuff. This is just fumbling now. I mean, the whole thing was fumbling, really, isn't it? It's just bumbling along, seeing how I go. Okay, if I was to do that, and do the same on the bottom, and then scale them ones inwards, that's already more like the nose shape. But then it's just the rest of its head. Trying to very slowly figure this out. Bear with me, just going to quickly do a little drawing of how I might make this. Because it's these cheek pieces here that I've not really extruded that I probably should have done. That might have helped make it look a bit better. Maybe rise those up that side to give that. How does it look from far away? You know what? Let's have a look at I'll just put in like Asian lion statue, then it comes up with the right kind of thing I'm going for. It's just how on earth do I get that look? Because it's very far off that. Just trying to break it down into parts, I suppose, into like really basic shapes. That's probably my best bet. Let's try and draw some just quick shapes. And then see if I just overlaid them all together, would that work? Let's just try and throw some more shapes at it again. Let's start with our sphere again, make that a little bit more low poly this time. So if we just said that's the middle of its head, then either side you'd have a similar thing but for the eyes, which that needs to be on its own object so that I can use proportional editing because I need to manipulate it. And then if I was to extend both of those out. Right, origins there. Let me just put a mirror modifier on this. I mean, it kind of already looks more like eyes to some degree. And then you got the nose chunk in the middle. Which if I do that by 45, then rotate it by 90 that way, and squash it down. And then get these and bevel those a little bit more. It's a very strange looking thing at the minute. And then how could I do that? Perhaps using another sphere. I suppose it's good that I suppose I should do more things like this, because it's always a good challenge to try and do new things. Even if it is online for everyone to see how badly you do it. Let's squash that a little bit in Y. You know what? That little bit there is the right sort of shape I need. Okay, it's a bit janky there. What if I was now to... let me put that on its own object. Again, like all the other things, once I've modelled it once, I can at least just copy and paste it. The beauty of digital modelling, or any digital art really. And then we want to mirror that over on the y-axis. Okay, it's slightly more head-like. And then I've got to make a bottom jaw for it, which I can't really rotate those around. If I just add a cube in, and then try and mould this to it. First thing I want to do is scale that down in the middle. Looks like some sort of creepy Spyro creature at the minute. And raise that up. And we'll bring it down again. Put those extrusions in it, and then we can scale it out in that way. And then do some sort of thing like that. And then it just needs sort of connecting around the sides, really. God, this is bad. I'm hoping it will look not too bad from a distance. And now I'm going to add another object on the back of this. As a bit of a, I suppose it's sort of like its main, but it'll just be to cover up where I've mushed all those shapes together badly at the back. mouth actually does need, like, it needs connecting up in some way. It needs some sort of, like, oh no, I could do that. Can I look at this as a, yeah, there we go, as its own object? That will help me a lot. And sort of make out some of the shape of its mouth then. I'll also extrude these out. Not great. I wonder if I just do that, will it be hidden enough? I suppose it is. We can get a little. We could get a little row of teeth in here, I suppose. I could put some teeth in the top part of it. Definitely want to keep saving this because I really don't want to do this again. And let's just put a tooth in here somewhere, and then that will mirror over nicely. I mean, you kind of get the gist of what it's supposed to be. A little bit. Yeah, I definitely need to do something with this back part, though. I think I'll probably just add another sphere. And then just flatten and adjust that as is needed. Scale it out too much that way, then that don't look too right, and then we can just do one down there maybe. Again, I apologise if I've somehow offended someone with this lion statue. Alright, let's put all that together. Why are you not going together? Please combine. Oh, is it Alt J? No, it's Control J. Ah, hang on. Let me turn off. Let me apply these mirrors. Apply, apply, apply. There we go. And combine all of this together into one little lion statue, and yeah, they are probably small enough that I probably didn't even need to do that much detail, but you know, that's what I'm like. To get an idea of how these will look now, I suppose. Looks kind of cool. Hey man, just show me. Oh, hello. Hope you're doing all right. Looks really dope. Oh, thank you very much. This my little lion statue is probably a bit questionable. But yeah, it looks like an animal. So I suppose that'll do, won't it? Just show me your stream. Yeah, that's cool. Cheers for coming by. Sorry if I'm a bit out of it today. I don't usually stream at this time, so I'm kind of all over the place. But it's fine. I'll get there. Right. I didn't think it... You know what? I always do this, though, especially when I stream these sorts of things. I always think, oh, yeah, it won't even take me that long to do this. And then it just takes me just ages. So, yeah, sorry if it takes really long. But thanks for coming by to check it out. Oh man, you tell me. Right, material 1. But yeah, I hope everyone's doing alright. Having an alright weekend and whatnot. Let's make this a bit lighter than that. Do I have a lighter colour? That's slightly lighter. And what colours are statues? They are the lighter colour as well. Which is not that colour. I keep getting confused. Let's just run with that. And let's put these into position. And another little one at the top there. They are quite little nice additions. They are probably a bit too detailed for the sort of style I usually go for. Especially as the rest of the building might, I don't know, they might look a bit jarring, but hopefully not. They're a nice little detail though. I think there's another one here. But it looks weird because it hasn't got the same sort of plinth as the others have. So I'm not sure if that's going to look weird. It's not too bad, I suppose. Whereabouts is that positioned? About where I've got it, I suppose. I'll just move that over a little bit so it's not poking out. And then we can put the other thing in there as well. Let's make a little copy of that statue because I'm going to need him later on all the corners. Let's combine all that together, and we're just going to quickly mirror this over the staircase so that I haven't got to do that again. Might help if I do it the right way. Why is that not working? Oh, hang on. Set origin to 3D cursor. Lovely, there we go. Let's, can I apply that? I think I can. Sorry that I'm asking just like random questions, everyone, because yeah, I do that. And that wants to be a nice dark colour. That's nice. Yeah, it's a really weird perspective. Tricky to read. Yeah. I mean, to be honest, I really don't help myself by putting this big image here. I probably should just move it and do it all kind of by eye, but I like to try and get things as close to the original as possible. Which I shouldn't do, because that just causes stress. Alright then, do I make that little archway then? And then maybe these little, and then all of these bits down here I could make, and these little towers along this side, and then that's one whole chunk done, and then I can mirror it over the other side, and I can rotate it around the whole thing, and then that will be the whole base finished. So that will be a good start. I say good start, I've been doing this for ages now, it's not like it's the start anymore. Right. Yeah, I think I don't know, these colours might need to be a little bit more gold-like. So it's, yeah, something I'll probably look at the end. So let's have a look at these archways. That's not too bad to do. What are these pillars? Is there two pillars here, I think? I might, to make my life easier, just mirror that whole thing over. So I'll start making it here, actually. Go on the object, let's move it, scale it down, and then put a mirror modifier on it. Make sure it's the right one, and allow clipping. And then that way, while I'm building it, I can sort of overlap things, and that should work. And these archways sit just behind this little statue here. So it's about there, I think. How am I going to do this? Let's copy it first, and then we can do the work on it. Whoops, we want to be using individual origins instead. And then we've got 2 little pillars, and if we scale to 0, oh, that did not work whatsoever. Let's snap that so they're the same height. And then they need to go up to a little bit higher than where they are now. About, not that height, about here. I suppose it's got to be high enough so that the little character can get underneath the arch. That might help. My friend told me you had some really dope buildings already done. Care to show if it doesn't break your workflow, of course. Yeah, sure, no problem. Hang on a sec. Also, very kind of you to say such nice things. What I'll do, let me just save that. Is that going to be high enough? It might not be. I can make it a bit higher, can't I? It doesn't matter. Again, sorry that I just keep like throwing questions out to people. It's just me, my way of working through things, I think. What I can show you, what some more of the Age of Empires stuff, do you mean? Is that what you want to have a look at? Because I think I've done 6 other wonders now so far. Okay, hang on. I've got I think it's the Slabs Wonder here. I'm not sure if these will come up on stream. Hang on a sec. I wonder how I could make this appear. 2 seconds. What I'll do is quickly close the model I'm working on. It don't matter. Let me just make sure that it's actually going to save, because I will cry if I come back to it and it's gone. Burmese Wonder, and I'll just make a little backup for it. Lovely. Done all on Blender. Yeah, they're all done on Blender. So let's see if this picks this up. Okay, there you go. So there's the Slabs Wonder, which I did on Tuesday. Which was a pain, as you can imagine. I mean, some of the detail in this is mental on these tiles. So yeah, that was pretty cool. Also, this looks really nice from like these like fixed angles, and like from the top as well. It just looks crazy, the amount of like domes there are on it. Roof tips look hard to do. Jesus. Yeah. I think it's kind of like with most of the stuff though, once you figure out like one little, so I'll try and like explain it. Can you see the cursor all right? Yeah. So with these domes and these like arched areas, they're pretty much all the same. So once you get one of those down, and then you can just copy and paste it right, as long as you get the proportions correct, you're kind of good to go. So I end up spending loads of time just doing one little thing, and then the rest sort of just falls into place, luckily. If I get the angles right, which on this I did actually cock up a little bit. So if you really wanted to be awkward, you can actually find out, like if you look in little places where things haven't quite lined up, but then it wouldn't be like that in reality anyway. So yeah, so there's that one. I will quickly go to, also there's the Aztec one. Hopefully that will come up. Mesmerising work. What about file size? Megabytes, gigabytes. They're not very big file sizes at all, actually. Bear with. So, well, at least I don't think they are anyway. I mean, the Aztec Wonder, that one is 14 megabytes. So they don't really take up a lot of room, because I've got them all stored on like a cloud thing, because I had loads of problems with like external hard drives and stuff, and it absolutely like ruined me, to be honest. Yeah, this one was really fun to do. I love all like the Mesoamerican like architecture. That's all really cool. Flames and geometry as well, or particles? Oh no, they're just geometry. I'm pretty useless with particles. I use them every now and again, but usually I end up placing like I use what is it? Is it emission textures or whatever it is, where you can? I don't really know how to explain it, but either way, yeah, I kind of just cop out, and nothing like animates or anything like that. It's all yeah, just static. And also because I try and get them done in one stream. If you go around this side, there's obviously no detail here because it's like you're not going to see it. So yeah, I love the low poly citizens. Yeah, no, they were really cool to do. Again, there's the guy that I kind of learnt a lot of the stuff off from YouTube. He was giving away his like low poly female and male little figures for free, like just the basic like geometry of them. So I downloaded those and just customized them to make them look a bit more, you know, like they do in the game, sort of thing. So I can't really take credit for those, but you know, all the, like the little poses I put them in, like this suggestive-looking person here. Well, this suggestive-looking statue. Yeah, that's all sort of done by just me messing around with it, really. But yeah, no, I think they look quite cute, especially with like the little bits of food and whatnot. Hang on, I'll quickly run through the others as well while we're here. Show us the Casino Royale. I probably could do. Hang on a second. I think the last, I'll quickly just show you this wonder as well. This one I was pretty happy with. The Turks wonder. Everything's going to slow down a lot because this one was pretty demanding. But yeah, that was a cool one to do. Pretty insane building. Oh, there we go. If I view it like that, then you can see it a little bit faster. But yeah, doing all these like bits in the windows and things, that took quite a long time to do on a stream. The Casino Royale one. I wonder if I can. I'll have to quickly grab it. Where is that going to be? Hang on a sec. Hopefully, I'm not sure if it's on the hard drive I've already got, or if it's on a different one. I was almost considering doing another like little Bond countdown, but now considering the film's been delayed yet again for No Time to Die, I'm like, nah. No, this one's really cool as well. Thank you very much. Does that come up all right? Has it worked? Hang on, let me get rid of the Turkish wonder. And there's my little Casino Royale scene. I think I like this one the most. I'm a fan of detailed windows. Cheers. Yeah, no, I think that was quite a tough one to do, but then yeah, you get a better sort of payoff for doing that, I suppose. Yeah, my little Casino Royale model. Problem is, when I show these models as they actually are, it kind of breaks the illusion of them, like this mess that's the back here. Because I just do the minimal that I need to because they're already so detailed. Well, I say that. They're very obviously low poly, but like when you look at the chandeliers and stuff, it's pretty mad. But yeah, I was pretty happy with how that series turned out. It is a shame that, because I wanted to do it as a countdown for the release of No Time to Die back in April. I was just going to release one every day for 25 days, but oh well. I mean, I released them anyway, so I love that one. Don't know why. Hey, the final render's what's important. Yeah, I suppose that's true. I think if it was going to be in a game, I'd obviously, you know, make sure it's all going to be tidied up, but yeah. Right, what I'm going to do, I'm going to head back to this one, the Burmese one. But yeah, thanks for, you know, I'm really like, I'm always very humbled by, you know, people liking my work, and I'm not very good at taking compliments. So I'm always like, thanks. But yeah, I'm glad people like some of the stuff I do. I know a lot of people like my Tomb Raider stuff as well. Right, I'm going to make this little archway. I'm hoping that what time is it? It's 12:15. We'll see how we go. I'm hoping it's not going to take me too much longer. I feel like I've done most of the awkward stuff. but then that could all change, I suppose. Man, I totally get what you're saying, no worries. Yeah, I've seen those on your Instagram. Oh, cool, thank you. Really pretty as well. Yeah, I kind of always, I mean, the problem with me, especially with the Tomb Raider stuff, I like to make them like one big project, and I end up just making loads of models in such a short space of time, and I just don't think that's probably very good to do, like mentally. It kind of messed me up a little bit, I think. So I think a lot of people want me to do the next Tomb Raider game, and I've said that I would like to give it a go, but I think I need to rethink how I do it when I do like a really big series, because I don't like to, so that I complete it, I like to make sure that I've completed the entire set of models before I start posting them on any social media, because I did that with the James Bond stuff as well. I finished all 25 models and then started releasing them, because otherwise you'll get sidetracked, and you'll say you've started releasing a series, and then maybe like midway through you'll be like, I can't be asked to do this anymore, and then you won't post any more of it, and it'll be like this sort of broken series or like project, and I never really like doing that, because I did that with my first Tomb Raider 1 models. They were just when I'd finished them, which is fine, but if you get them out of the way and then you start posting them, then you don't really feel like a kind of a pressure to be like, oh, I've got to get another one done. You can sort of do them in your own time, kind of thing. Like, if nobody knows you're doing it, then that's probably the best way of going about it. As obviously, I'm really appreciative that people really like my work. I never want to be like, oh god, people are, want me to do more, because that's like amazing that people are that into the stuff I do. So yeah, I never want to make it seem like I'm ungrateful or anything like that. I'm not very good with words. I'm not very good at getting my points across, to be honest, so I apologise if I cock anything up that I say. It's probably why I'm not... I never thought I would stream until this year, and like with lockdown and everything happening, I was like, you know what, I'll give it a go, because why not? And I do a podcast with my girlfriend anyway, so I kind of already had some sort of experience of talking in front of a mic. I'm really going off on one ear, sorry. But yeah, I thought I'll try and give this a go, because people might want to see how I do some of my Blender stuff, really. Probably not necessarily here for the conversation, but you get an idea of like my processes and stuff. Let's make that a little bit lighter again. Let's keep saving because, yeah. Really pretty as well. How many Hitman projects do you have? I just found the Paris one and it's astonishing. Oh wow, thank you very much. I've only done that one. It was another project that I was planning, and it's still something I might do, because we've got Hitman 3 coming out in January. So that might be kind of cool to do like a bit of a countdown, maybe build like a little scene from each level, because I could do a different area from Paris. Also, I'm not sure if you've already seen, which Paris one is it? Because I actually did build, like I went way over the top near the beginning of lockdown, and I built the entire level of Paris, like only the outside of it, in this low poly style. Like the entire map I built in this style. Don't know why, I just felt like making it. I think I really liked that first Hitman mission. I'll be looking forward to it. I found the stage one. Yeah, so that's the first one I did. But yeah, I made actually the entire model. I think it's on my ArtStation account. I don't know. I think I posted it on my Twitter as well. It might. I don't know if I did put it on Instagram actually. But yeah, that was another major project that I probably shouldn't have done. Really in hindsight, because they're just too big to do. I think if I do something for something for Hitman 3, I'll make it a bit more doable, and then just do one for each level, because there's what 12 14 Hitman levels has been throughout Hitman 1 and 2, something like that, isn't it? So I could probably do something for each of them. It's just choosing which areas, really.
Sorry, I'm just going to do a quick sketch of this little archway so I don't have to keep referring back to it. If I can just get its rough shape down, then we'll be good. Yeah, thanks for coming by though, everybody. I did honestly, because I wasn't planning on really doing this today. I was going to make some, because with these Age of Empires wonders, there's some I'm making on stream and some I'm not, because some of them are going to take me way too long, and there's some that I think are going to be kind of boring or kind of not tedious, but not really the most fun thing for me to do. So I don't really want to do that on stream. So I've chosen some of the more challenging ones to do on stream because there's a lot going on, like with lots of differences. I've chosen those ones. So yeah, I wasn't actually going to stream today, but I thought I'm up early. I'm going to make something anyway. I'll do a stream. And it's a shame that at the beginning of the stream my mic was buggered, and yeah, that all cocked up, which was a shame. So I'm really quiet at the beginning of the stream, but never mind. Cool, right, I've done a little sketch of this little archway. Let's try and put that to practice. I've still got quite a lot of this to build. I'm really hoping it's not going to take me way too long to build. Let's put the 3D cursor over here. So when I add a cube, it's not going to be all weird. So I need to try and make try and roughly make this shape. Which shouldn't be too difficult to do. Let's scale that right down. Okay, so we've got the first little arch lump, and then we've got a second one. So it's like something like that. And then there's this third one as well. I do really like this tool. It'd be so difficult sometimes to try and do some of these things without using it. And then I'm going to do a little inset, and I'm going to do a little, I don't know what you'd call this, there's like a little, almost looks like some sort of leaf thing on the end. Something like that, I suppose. I'm going to flatten this a little bit more actually. I don't think it's actually quite that wide. So that's fine. Then we need to maybe extrude a bit on the bottom here. And we can extrude that out that way as well. And then this needs to kind of sort of twists around into a sort of loop. Let's just do that kind of thing, I think. And then there's a section in the middle here. It's a bluey colour. I think this is like the civilization's colour. Or your team colour. I don't know what you... Yeah, team colour. That's probably what it is, isn't it? Which needs to be something like that shape. I'll probably bring that down a bit, actually. And then one thing I do need to do, which I should have done earlier... Hold on. Why does that look weird? Oh, I don't know. Never mind. If I move this over, and because clipping's on, it should smash together like that. Make that a bit more rounded on the top. And we'll round that off as well, just to make that look a bit more interesting, I suppose. And then this needs to be the team colour, which I'm not sure entirely which team I'm going to do on this one. I've not done yellow or grey yet. Might just do grey. Actually, you know what? For now, let's make it just Team 1. Nice and bright, so that I can actually see what I'm doing with it. That should be fine for that, and then I just need to, off the back of this, try to extrude out something else. So I just need to inset it very slightly, and then I wasn't going to do this, but let's just do this. And this also really needs to be a lot smaller than it is. I probably shouldn't have combined them both together yet. Damn it, don't want to do that. Right, let's if I put that there, and then I can get an idea of where this is going to sit then. Right. Let's scale it up that way a bit as well, and then let's just shift this down. On the tops of these pillars, which I've only just realised now are wonky, but you're not going to see that, so I'm not too worried about it. Could be just being a cop out there, but never mind. Something I want to do, I might just try and do something like that. Just to make it look a little bit different. So it's not completely boring to look at. Okay, so what else we got on there? There's like another little sort of arch set down in here, which I can probably just copy off of this one. If we get all of these here and do that, and then just copy it straight down. Maybe move that up a bit. Again, sorry if I'm a little quiet every now and again. Oh my god, what have I done there? How did I manage that? Well, okay, right, we'll just do something like that. Let's just change this colour so that's different as well. That should be fine. Let's save this. Gonna lurk your stream now, playing video games. That's absolutely fine. What are you playing? I'll check every now and then. No worries, mate. Cheers. Right, we've got like a circular thing going on in the middle there, and I don't know what's on that, but let's just add a cylinder and put it on like maybe 10. Hunt Showdown, so I need to hear every sound in this game. That's fine, no worries. Not a problem, mate. Right, it's kind of like a teardrop shape, I think, more than a circle. That's what I'm going to go with anyway. And then I'm just going to do some little things on this so that it doesn't look just the same as everything else, really. Cool. Lovely. Let's apply the mirror on this now. And we're going to apply the mirror on that one as well. Cool, that's all of the like stair area done, and there's a good gap under there for my little characters to walk up, which is good. That's something I was curious about, if that would work out or not. I think I've done it slightly higher than it needs to be. So I can just bring that down a tiny bit, sorry. Right. We're getting there with all of the bits that, like, once I've done them all once, and yeah, all the copying and whatnot. So, if I was to, let's put this little, the little line figure can go where he needs to go. Which is somewhere there. Let me look at this from above, that'll be a lot easier, I think. Yeah, it'll be there somewhere, and then I just need to scale it up because it's a lot bigger than the other ones. And that just needs to put in level with the ground. So maybe that sort of size, I reckon. Oh, it might be a bit bigger than that, actually. Yeah, it can intersect with the building a little bit there, that doesn't matter. Sort of built into it then, that's fine. I think, yeah, it needs to be about that size though. So let's save that. And then we've got all these little things down the bottom, which are going to be quite, I'm going to say quite easy to do. I'll probably say that and now regret what I've just said. But I can use a array modifier to, like I did with the stairs, to just repeat them over and over again. So again, I only need to make one of them. And then we're good to go with that. Just to make it a little less perfect, I'm just going to very slightly adjust that. And then we need to put these, how should I do that? Should I do it with a, if I put a spike through it and then I can just use loads of separate spheres? I think that might be a good way of doing it. So what I can do is just inset this so it's a tiny little thing in the middle and extrude it up to about there and make that really thin. And then yeah, just add loads of spheres to it. Which can be kind of low poly. And that's about it, isn't it? And that one's a bit smaller. And then it just goes up into that point. Fine, so I want to make the whole thing one of the goldy colours. Not that one, because I think that's too dark. Or it might be because of how I'm viewing it, actually. Let's make it the lighter one, which is that. No, not that one either. That one. And then we just want to make this bottom piece the team colour, which is going to be team 1 for now. Right, and then we can just position this where it needs to go, which is about there. And then we're just going to copy and paste this a lot. Well, array modifier it. And what I can do is just put that down to 0 and do something like that. And then how many have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 9 of them. And I can just up this until that spacing is about right. Like so. So that's them done. Let's just apply that because I shouldn't need it again. Okay, so that's another thing done. These little flower things are going to be put on at the very end. And then now I need to put the spires in the corners. Which I think I know how I'm going to do. If I was to inset that, I can now select this edge, put the 3D cursor there, and then now when I add what should I add? A sphere? I think a sphere. Make this a bit more higher poly, and we'll just do that. And then what we got? I could probably leave that down there, but it needs to be in a slightly different position to that, to be honest. Which is a shame, because now it's not going to be quite in the centre. Or is it? Let's have a look. Where is it gone? There it is. We should be able to use that as a guide as to where the centre is. And it must be about the middle of this gap, which it kind of is. It's not perfect, but... Right. Let's come back out of there. I need to go back onto the actual thing and add another sphere. I think I should probably make these a different colour. I don't think they're that similar to the others. You get one up just above it there. It's actually a lot smaller. And then you've got a tiny one above that. Let's scale those both up a little bit. And then we can just add this spire on the top, which I can just do this. And something like that. And how far does this come up? Yeah, to about where it is there. And we want to do a similar thing with this as well. Let's just do that kind of thing. And then I need to annoyingly select these inside faces here, which is a pain. And we can just do that so that they're connected, and then do a similar thing down here as well. Should probably do for those. And I am going to make those a different colour. Maybe a more golden colour. Only slightly though. Right, that's fine. Okay, so now we know where that one goes. I can position where the other one needs to go, so it's nice and easily right on that edge there. Which is basically bang on there. And again, I can use these as a reference as to where this needs to sit. So I think it needs to go about there. And then if I look at it from this angle, I can use this again as a reference. It needs to go to about there. So that's those two done as well. Vault unlocked. Hello, how are you doing? Yeah, I'm doing a random stream, because why not? How was your day? You on lunch now? Right, and then I need to make these towers that are in the very corners, which look complicated to some degree. Ugh, right. I'm going to use the image as a guide for these ones because they look a little bit more difficult. So let's just add a cube. Let's scale that down. Now I can't see it. Okay, thanks you. Yeah, I'm not too bad, thank you. Yeah, I'm on lunch. Never heard you call out the username before. Are you saying that because I've not called it out, or I just called it out? If I did call it out, I didn't even realise I did. And I've only got 4G, so I hope you feel honoured. Oh, thank you very much. So honoured. This is going to be a pain. Why do I do this? So, this needs to be extruded so that it gives the little angle in the corner. Like that. So that's a start. And then we need to put a bit down there so that that can get extruded outwards. Well, not extruded, just scaled, so it goes like that. And then we've got another bit there, and we've got another bit there. This one can be beveled. And we've got one at the top. And what I can do is probably just inset both of these with a bit of luck. Nice. And also, if I select these two like belts around it, will this work? If I scale in that way only, I should be able to get like a rounded edge on either side. Oh, I'm well happy with that. That looks cool. And I've only got... You called it out before you read the message. I didn't even realise. I was probably like doing that in my head. Sorry, Victoria. That's probably even weirder. I'm just winding you up, missus. Honestly, I think I'm like losing the plot a little bit today. Someone in chat, luckily, when I first started streaming, the microphone, like little knob, had been knocked, so it was only on half of its thing, so the music was really loud. So that was annoying. But yeah, thankfully someone called that out. Oh my god, stop. When do you finish work today? Did you say it was 5? That's a bit rubbish, if that is the case. Right, let's make these nice and rounded. And then we can sit this on here. Like that. There's just got to be enough room for these little spikes in the corner then. Which there should be if I do that. And then we're gonna squash that down a little bit. And how many have we got here? So we got another 1, 2, 3, 4 rings above this. Might be easier to do this from the side actually. And then just scale them all down one at a time. Oh good, 5 yeah, but you're keeping me company, so thanks. That's okay. Are you not with Claudia again then? I think these ones are a little bit thinner. I think I've done those too big. Can always I should be able to just stretch that outwards if that's a problem later. You know what, I'll do it now actually, because these bits should be about... No, do that as a median point and do that, and then we can put a squashed sphere on the top. If I just do that kind of thing and put it about there. We want to put one above it. can squash that down a little tiny bit more, and then we want one above that. That's really little. And I'm going to slightly extrude that out. Actually, no, I'm not. I tell a lie. I'm going to grab... Oh, this doesn't help. Why do I do this to myself? Because it's really awkward to get these ones in here. I'm going to make the spike out of this one, and I'm just going to go whoop, straight through it and do that. And hopefully that's about right. No, it's not. It's miles off. Shite. So that needs to sit about there. And these both need moving up to about here. And this whole thing here just needs stretching more. Ah, but it might not look right because of where I've got it positioned at the minute. That might be why. And then we need some spikes around the side, which I'm going to use by... If I just copy this... And just get this whole thing and squash it that way. And then do the same with these, I think. I can probably just make the spike then taller. And just scale that whole thing down. So it's similar to the bits on the side. It's not quite like how I wanted it to be. I can adjust that in a minute. She's not working today. Saturdays are on rotation. Oh, okay. Of course, I completely forgot it was Saturday, to be fair. I've lost track of the days. Let's grab those in there. That's what I wanted to do. And then we can scale that right outwards. And that's a bit more what I need. Make a bit more of a gap between them. So you can see those ridges. And then let's just put this on one of these corners. Doesn't need to be quite perfect. Do something like that, maybe. Put it where it needs to go. I don't know what colour they are. They're the darker colour, like on the bottom. 3D cursor's in the middle, so what I can do now is just copy that around like that, and I can add some colours. So we do want that really dark orange on this one because it's at the bottom here. And we can just fill that colour in with something, which I don't know which one I want to use. Not that one. That's basically the same colour. No. It's not quite that bright either. Maybe that one. Don't know if that's a bit jarring. Then we just want to grab these. And then the main bit on the main spar on the top is going to be that same golden colour that I used on the other one. That's too bright. That's the too dark one, and that one's that one. Sod it, I'll just leave it as that for now. And then yeah, it needs to be that gold colour which is on here. Material 6. So let's just add that. Material 6. And then that needs to go on this top piece then. Up here somewhere. So let's just inset that. That's not working, but I can use that little line there as a guide. Whoops. So what I can do is hopefully line these up somewhat. And then now I've just got to figure out where this needs to sit so that it doesn't overlap anything when I come to rotate it all. So I was to do that. And then I'm not going to be able to figure this out. This is going to be a faff. As long as this little gap here and this one here are about the same, then I know it's going to be about in the right place. If it's not, I can always change that later. Cool, it's actually coming together now. So once I've all got it on one side, I can just combine all of the objects together and then just rotate them around. Also, pretty sure I heard Jonel's voice on the new Steps or what Steps promo, so I've messaged her and asked. Haven't heard anything yet, but that's totally fine. It wouldn't surprise me if she has. Also, that's cool because she does seem very approachable. It's been really cool seeing how well she's got on with everyone. The Tomb Raider community. Oh my god, that scared the hell out of me. Oh, my bottle just made like a little clicking noise. Oh, that was horrid. Anyway, that's it, isn't it? I've now done that whole side because now it all just needs rotating around. The moment of truth. I really, really, really hope this works. If it doesn't, I will probably finish the stream and just do it and then do the rest of it on a different stream. Because, yeah, doing all these little steps and stuff, I don't want to do again. Steps. So, we want the 3D cursor to be in the middle here, and now I'm going to make a copy of all of this because I don't want to cock it up. So, all of this stuff needs putting onto the same object. The floors do not, do they? No, they need to be separated, which is a problem. We don't want that on there, and we don't want any of this part either. Just these edges where it connects to the rest of it, yeah. So all of this bit, all of this down here, I would like to separate off. So if I click hide now on that, it should have the right amount of stuff gone. There should still be just floor where it offsets from this edge. So that's correct. Cool. Let's combine. Do I want to combine those? No, I'm going to do those separately. It's just these edges I need to do for now. And these bits down here. So if I combine them together, make sure they're all done. Yep. And then I want to mirror them over the... Oh, good job. I didn't do that just yet. I need to quickly extrude these edges. Very, very quickly. Which would have been annoying if I had moved it and then forgotten about this, then had to undone everything I'd just done, so that's good. And I'm thinking all I need to do is that, and then just move it inwards, and do that. If I scale it to 0, and then do that, and then now it should be in line and not upsetting anything else. Yeah, that's good. Sounds so like her, plus Lara and Steps. Ooh, no pressure then. Yeah. Okay, so that's that whole piece done. We want to put the origin to the 3D cursor. And then we need to mirror it. Please work. Okay, that's kind of good. What if I do it this way? Okay, that looks alright. So now I should be able to apply this and now rotate around the 3D cursor. And if I've done it right, all of these edges will line up perfectly. Please, 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 please. Oh, I think I might have done it. Yes. I also need to do the same thing with this archway. And the stairway. they all lined up fine as well? I think they have. There's a gap there, which is kind of annoying, and I don't know why that's happened. I must have deleted that by accident. That should be an easy fix. Oh, hang on, wait, where's the gap? I can't see the gap, that's really confusing. Huh. It does look pretty cool from above as well. The Uno is my stupid way of saying, you know. Is it now? I don't think I've ever seen you write it like that. Why is this not wanting to be nice? Right, let's do that. And then we've already got two little vertices this side, haven't we? Because my thinking is that if I just go extrude that way, there we go, fixed. And I should be able to do the same this way as well. Yeah. And if I just get those two and drag that way, and then that's fixed as well. And same here. Cool. That's all filled in nice. And the other thing we've got is these little statues on the corner here, so I can combine those all together and do the same thing again and just rotate them around the whole model. This is looking cool now. I love how quickly it can come together once you've spent loads of time like making sure that the rest is right. Jimmy Hindrance, hello. How are you? Hope you're doing alright. We are building the... I forgot what it's called for a minute there. The Burmese Wonder from Age of Empires 2. And it's going... you know, it's going alright now. It was kind of being... I was taking my sweet time with it, but we're getting there. So the floor wants to be a nice dark colour, I think. That's another place where I've actually just shot myself in the foot and not even realised, because all the floors here are lighter colour. So I can't be asked to undo what I've just done and recolour it. I'm just going to quickly go through and select these and just change them by hand. Will you even see those? You won't, will you? No, you won't. You'll only see them here and here, so that's fine then. That's fine then, I'll do that way then. Combine those both together. And just quickly select these ones. Sod it. To be fair, with these models I wouldn't usually copy everything over around the back because you won't see it. But I suppose it doesn't really hurt. It's going okay so far. There we go. Nice. We have the sort of like foundation of it is done. I've been trying to catch one of these streams forever, but time zones are an evil thing. That's no worries. Which, well, yeah, what time zone are you in? To be honest, this was just a random stream that I wasn't even going to really do. I was going to build some Age of Empires stuff anyway today, but I thought I want to try and just get on with them a little bit more, because I only do one stream a week, and it's always on Tuesday evenings. So I thought I'd just try and get things moving a little bit. Okay, this shouldn't be too difficult. I need a big octagon now. Yes, thank you very much for coming by. I best go. Thanks for the stream. Speak to you later. See you later. I'll text you in a little bit. I'm hoping to not be going for ages longer now, because a lot of this is going to be kind of samey. So yeah, hope your rest of your day at work goes alright. This is going to be the same problem I had with the Slavic Wonder as well. So how much it's rotated by 22 degrees? That's not quite right, is it? 21 degrees? No, that's still wrong. 19 degrees? That's still really wrong. Okay, I'm going to have to quickly look this up. What is the... What would I even look up? Eastern US. Oh, cool. I think I always just barely miss your usual stream. Oh, no. Sorry about that. I would like to stream more often, to be honest. But, yeah, I mean, when I have free weekends, I might jump on and do some of these. But yeah, cheers for coming by. Glad you could catch one of them. Let's have a think. What is the... What would you type in? Octagon internal angles, maybe? Not angels. I just need the angle of each individual bit. Or do I? No, I don't need that. That doesn't help me at all. Okay, let's go 23 degrees. No, that's still wrong. 24 degrees. No, that's 34 degrees. 24. That's still wrong as well. I'm losing the plot here. Is it really simple and I'm just being really stupid? Is that I can't even say your username, sorry. It's raiding with a party of 8. Thank you very much for the raid. Is it Arium? Am I right? Sorry, I'm useless. I can barely speak English. And I am. So that doesn't, bode well really, does it? Arium like aquarium. Oh, I'm well happy with that. I can't believe I actually got that. That's amazing. Thank you very much for the raid. We are making the Burmese Wonder. I think I've got the degrees then. Yes. From Age of Empires 2. And we are getting somewhere now with it because I was struggling quite a lot. I'm glad you lot didn't turn up earlier when I was trying to make these little lion statues because that was an absolute failure. But luckily they're small enough that it's fine. So yeah, that's all good. But yeah, thank you very much. I don't think I've ever had this many people in a stream, so I'm actually terrified right now. But thank you. This is mad. Right, that looks okay, I think. Yeah, I did look a bit weird there, but no, it's fine. What we got? Nailed it. Oh, nice. Looks pretty. We're just hanging out. You do your thing, my guy. Oh, cool. Yeah. I'll try and see how we go. Okay. I kind of just bumble along, really, with this. Let's get this about in the right place. It needs to be about there, I think. So yeah, no, it looks kind of cool. And then my recreation of it so far, it's pretty complicated. I'm hoping I've done the hardest part now, and the rest of it will be easier. I won't say that. I'm hoping it will be simpler to do. What we got? I'm just inking. It's nice to have some background noise, I think, today. Oh, cool. We're all nice. Oh, oh, good. Yeah, I hope I come across nice. I just get a little bit yeah, I'm still pretty new to streaming, to be honest. And I never usually stream in the day either. And yeah, this was just a random stream that I decided to do. You're inking. What are you inking? I might do some drawing stuff because I'm a bit of a map nerd and I like maps, basically. So I might draw some maps at some point on stream. Don't think anyone would really want to watch that, but, I'm kind of going to be doing it anyway as a little project because as much as I love doing 3D stuff, it'd be nice to just, change things up a little bit. So, yeah, I might do that on stream. I'm not sure yet. Right, we can whack another line in there and we can extrude this out as well. Now, how many things we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that would be 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lines. Don't know what the technical term is. Edges, that's the one. That's what I was looking for. I won't do all the way around the back because you won't see it. so that's fine by me. Then we want to just inset this a little bit here, and then set it down slightly, and then yeah, we're good to start doing the rest of it. No, let's just do all sides. Why not? I know that if I don't do that, I'll probably end up messing something up later on. Nice accent. Oh, thank you very much. I'll probably sound like a right posh twat, but never mind. Inktober. Oh, nice. I did Inktober last year, and I was just drawing loads of like random video game stills and whatnot. I was thinking about doing it this year, but yeah, October just sort of crept up on us, and yeah, I've not done anything, so I guess that's that. You're drawing payment from Genshin Impact game? That's new to me, sorry. Sounds cool though. Maps are cool. Oh good. Is this Blender? Oh cool. It is Blender, yeah. It is a Blender 2.9 I think. So there's a few little different things on it now, but yeah, I do like me some Blender. I've been doing this for 11 months now, because I started learning Blender just after I finished Inktober last year, so and I've basically been doing nothing but it since. Ooh, why is that doing that? Okay, that's fine. There we go. That was panicking me there for a minute. Let's inset those faces, and then what we want to do is put some colours on it. I might need to steal some of these little things from up here, because they're on the top of this as well. Which is fine, I can do that easily enough. Right, let's add some colours on it. I wish I knew the technical terms for some things sometimes, but half the time I'm just like, yeah, I'll just whack this on that, and yeah. Not very profound of me, but you know, it is what it is. Yeah, thank you all for coming by. I'm very, I don't know what the word is. I'm very, you know, glad you want to come here, basically. Right, there we go. I'm not going to fill all these ones in because... how long have I actually been going for now? I bet it's way longer than I thought it would be. That's definitely... yeah, it needs to be that darker colour. Let me just check stream. 2.5 hours. Well, that's not too bad. They usually take me about 3 hours to do. So I know I've been kind of a bit more laid back than I usually am in this, to be honest. I've been stopping a lot more, so... I think the first art of yours that I saw was inked. You did a series of machines from Horizon Zero Dawn. I did, yeah. No, I did a I've still not actually finished that. I've sketched out all of the like pencil line work for every single one of the machines from the first game, and I think I've inked about 15 of them. I just haven't released, like, put them anywhere yet on social media or anything. But if people want to see that sort of thing, I probably will do. I think I want to try and get the others finished. I was thinking about doing that as my Inktober, but that's probably a bit ambitious. Do you post your art online? I'm also trying to learn Blender. Just started a few months ago. Oh, cool. Yeah, no, I post on my Twitter and Instagram, really. That's pretty much all I use now. I do have a... ArtStation account as well, but I haven't updated that for ages, which I probably should. But yeah, no, I post quite regular. I can't say that word. Quite often. That'll do. So yeah, I usually post a lot of Tomb Raider stuff, to be honest. But I've kind of rediscovered Age of Empires recently and thought, oh wow, I really want to make... I just love like history and all like ancient buildings and stuff. So I thought, with starting Twitch not that long ago, that this would be a good thing to kind of jump start with, because then it's kind of game related still as well. Also, sorry if I'm useless with catching up with the chat. My memory is unfortunate. No, it's all good. You're also trying to learn Blender. I always get distracted during stream. I'll stream for 4 hours and feel like I accomplish only a fraction of what I mean to do. Yeah. There's a mate of mine who streams artwork, and they're always great to go into because you can always have a good chat with everybody. But that's the only problem, obviously, when you have loads of people talking, which I'm not saying is a problem because that's always great. I mean, I love the interaction stuff, but yeah, you just end up being like, you know what? I'm just gonna have just fancy having a little chat instead, to be honest now. Right, we need a hell of a lot of little things here. So if I put this to 30 faces. Also, yeah, I did see. What did you say? You're learning. You're trying to learn Blender. If you need any assistance or anything, or direction of where to go, like where I learned some of my stuff from, I'm happy to, give you the links. But then it's very limited to basically just this art style essentially. So if you're into this sort of thing and you want to do this kind of thing, then it's great. But if not, then that's fine. What do I do next? So that's the little bit at the top. There's all these little things around the top here as well. God, this is going to be a bit of a mental one to do. I might make that as its own object. Sorry, I'm just going to slow down here for a second. One thing I do need to do is steal 2 of these and put them on this little wall here. And I'm hoping what I can do... Actually, you know what? I don't even need... I can only need one of these, actually. Let's... Oh, what am I doing? I will get there. Let's delete that one. Put the origin to the geometry, and then put a array modifier on. What has that done? That is not what I wanted to do. I wanted to put it on that. Array, there we go. Put it down to 0 in that direction. And nice, there we go. And we can just up the count. And there we go, we've just cheated. Which is always the way to go. Lovely. Right. Let's apply that and try and use the 3D cursor to copy this around. So what was it? 22.5 degrees, I think. No, it wasn't. So it'd be 45 degrees. I don't know why that took me so long to figure out that angle earlier, because that's actually really, really simple to figure out. So that's that done. Just like that. Oh, thanks. Yes, no problem. A few people have asked me how I sort of got to where I was with this, and I feel like, I can't take all the credit for the stuff that I'm doing, because yeah, I found some. I think I was just lucky. I came across a good set of tutorials to start with, and then some good intermediate ones, and then that was just enough to just start going sort of on my own. And then every time I've came across something I've not known, then I just look it up then and just write down notes and stuff. I love watching people make art because I'm just useless at it. I write sometimes, but visual art has always eluded me. I'm sure you're not rubbish. I think, I mean, yeah, what do you write? That's pretty cool. My girlfriend does a bit of writing, who was here a little while ago. She's, I believe she's just finished her 3rd book. Not currently published yet, but hopefully she will be eventually. That'd be cool. But yeah, no, I think, yeah, I'm still pretty new to Twitch. I still when I first came onto it, I had a look to see if anyone else was doing 3D stuff, and obviously there are other people doing it, and they are just leagues ahead of where I am. But I just sort of bit the bullet and thought, you know what, I know I'm no like major professional or anything, but if people just fancy just coming and watching, you know, the way I do things, then I suppose that's all cool. I probably don't do things like industry standard, but I suppose it doesn't matter, does it? Also, yeah, I do apologise. I'm sure I'm coming out with some absolute crap right now, just randomly talking. I think, especially when I'm like half concentrating on what I'm making at the same time, I end up just going off on one completely. Which I don't know if that's a good thing or not. Right, that is about correct. Just needs to slightly be offset from that big thing in the middle, and that's really annoying because that's not worked how I wanted it to. Oh no, there we go. If I just do that, that kind of works. Let's do that again. Scale that up. There we go. And this has got like loads of little ridges in it, so it got one and then another one, and then there's like a little shape in the middle of it. So the way I'm going to do that is like this. Why is that doing that for? Oh no, it's doing this. That's never good. If I do something along the lines of that, then just bring this back down here. Scale it up a little bit so it hides that in the floor, so I haven't got to redo it because I like to just make my life easier. And then they need to make like a shape in the middle. I might just cut that out badly with the knife tool. What is it, like a... I don't know, something like a mallet or something. This might look really shite. I think it will. Yeah, it's not great. What I'm going to do is, if I make a... go on edit mode, put in a cube, and make something that looks like a mallet or something. I'm just a guy pretending to be an artist. Likewise, to be honest, I don't do it like I don't do anything arty really as a job. So, yeah, the imposter syndrome is real. Oh well, I think that's what a lot of us are doing. I think even people who are professionals are like, you know, some of them are just pretending to be artists. I'm working on my first book. It's a sci-fi thing. Of course, I'm also working on a ton of other stuff because I have fairly severe ADHD and I cope with it by having a million projects to bounce around and never finish. I mean, to be fair, I do like I think that's the problem. I like, particularly when you are like anyone creative, we always like to be, you know, you come up with like a little idea and then it spirals out into a project that you just never finish, and then you never start it or something. So yeah, I can kind of get where you're coming from with that. Eventually I want to write some text-based fantasy games. That would be really cool. Like old school choose your adventure RPGs, Jimi Hendrix, that'd be cool. I'm more surprised when people don't suffer from imposter syndrome. I've just fooled my job into thinking that I'm a real artist. Yeah, no, that sounds really cool. You know what? Let's just undo that for a second. Let's make this like mallet shape using I can't think of what shapes are called. I swear I'm losing the plot. And make it's kind of a hammer shape, and then I'm going to use the knife tool then to cut around it, because my freehand knife skills were awful. So let's just, I don't want it to be, it doesn't need to be too perfect because it does need to look kind of like an old building, but it doesn't want to also look completely shite. Lovely, that'll do. And we can just delete those. And then we can just move that down into the middle and then just inset it and then scale it down, and then you get a nice little yeah, indent, I suppose. Okay, so these are again that like quite dark bronzy colour, and even in the insets they are as well. So I'm going to quickly scale that up so that's a little bit bigger. And then yeah, this wants to be that nice dark bronzy colour. Does that want to be the same colour as well? Probably. No, that might work. No, that'll be fine. That'll do. And then we want to just copy and paste this a lot of times as well. And I'm hoping if I put that onto its own object, right? Now, I rarely ever use this. I'm going to try and use a spin. Is it a modifier? No, it's not. It's the spin tool. And it usually doesn't work for me. It's worked! Result. Right, and then we put in 360 here, so then it's perfect. And then we just up these steps until there's enough. Look at that. Look at this ultimate cheating. Once you know what you're doing with the little techniques, you can just, yeah, cheat your way through it all. One extra one? One more? That's probably enough. Lovely. Save that. I'm going to add a different thing on the top of this. And we've got all these little things in here that I've got to do as well, which I'm going to do the same way actually, and I'm just going to reuse one of these again. How are we doing for time? Not too bad. I mean, I don't know what time it is for everyone else, but it is 1:25 here. Okay, so it's basically these little things all around the edge, and they slightly overlap. Actually, I'm going to do them... So I do them like that and do them taller so that they go into the base. The buttery biscuit base. And then we can do the spin modifier again, hopefully. And why has that not worked at all? It's just done one of them. Okay, I'll pretend that was normal. And sorry if you can hear all the relentless mouse clicking. Wow, that's going to be a lot of them. Please don't crash, please don't crash, please don't crash. Wow, that's a lot of little things. But it's the right sort of effect I need, so that's good. Save that. You're all real artists. Why, thank you. Because you create. Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, I suppose so. Suppose so. 7:30 in the AM for me over here in the States. Do you say you're East Coast? So that's New York side, isn't it? Yeah. No. Oh wow, that'd have been really embarrassing if I got that wrong. Especially as I said like earlier on, I was like, yeah, I'm a bit of a map nerd, and then I go and get something like that or, like wrong. That would be, yeah, bad. Bad for me anyway. Okay, so we're now onto the main dome itself, which has got a few little like quirky little details on it. There shouldn't be too bad to do, I don't think. I've got an idea of how I might do those, like these bits around the top. Again, I'm just going to do it how I did all those other little things. You just make one of them and then just rotate it around, basically. Oh, I didn't notice all these details here either, actually. And these like little flower shapes again, which I've got down here, so I can reuse those again. Not exactly the same, but it will do the job. Won't it? Okay, I can't actually tell if that's sitting on the base or not. Okay, it's probably going to be easiest to do this while looking at it in this view because I'll have a lot better idea of where I am at. It's going to be a bit of a pain to try and do these like little offset pieces. Yeah, sorry if I go quiet here. So we've got one bit there, then another bit, then you've got another ridge. And then after that one you've got another bit, and then you've got the blue part. But this all needs to be scaled upwards because it gets slightly taller. I'm going to slightly increase the size of that. And also this one here. New York is no big deal, they don't even put it on most maps. Yeah, no biggie. Right, we've got that bit there. I'm really trying to figure this out. And then you've got a gap, and then you've got another bit. And then you've got the... I don't know why this is taking me so long to figure out. So let's extrude that anyway. It gives us that little ridge. Which, if I bevel that, that might look quite nice. Yeah, it looks kind of cool. And then we've got the bit where it goes blue, which is like here. But they look separate. So if I do this one first, and then do that, and then if I do the same sort of thing with this one, and then we can up that little bit, and then that'll be the blue part. So this dome I want to make the same golden colour as these other bits, so this needs to be, I think it was material 6, if I remember that I'm onto a winner, which I did, so good times. So this piece here needs to be the team colour, which is that blue for now. I could change that later. Just is nice and clear at the minute with that. And then you've got loads more of these little things. And then you've got the other bit of the dome that goes inwards. So, if I scale that in a little bit, that gives me room for that part. And then we've got to do... That goes up to about there. Again, sorry, there's going to be lots of talking and me just not knowing what I'm doing here at this point. So that's there, that's there. That should be about half of what this is. This whole thing needs to be a bit larger. Or does it? Nah. You know what? I sometimes just get caught up way too much trying to make it so like the thing that I end up just sort of boxing myself in. I shouldn't try and make it exactly the same. I should just use it as a guide. Otherwise, I won't get anywhere. Okay, so this piece is like it's sort of like a dome almost, and it's got like a curve at the bottom of it, and then it goes straight up to a point. Which is somewhere around there. Again, I'm probably doing some weird facial expressions as well. Right, let's select all that. Let's make that the gold colour for now, because we can change that later. Let's do a save. Have you always been artistic inclined, or did you have a sort of defining moment that you got into it? To be honest, I've always kind of, again, I started sketching. It started with Tomb Raider 3 in the 90s. Well, we played that game later. But there was like a world map when you go to each next location, and I used to like trying to draw that. So basically I started drawing maps, and yeah, but my main thing was drawing, and then for a while I was doing kind of pop art, like painting, but it was traditional painting. So I've only really got onto doing any sort of digital art recently, because it was never really my thing. But yeah, I've always kind of been sort of arty to some degree. Right, if we do that and then get these two and then set those back in again. Just add some nice little details to this, and you've got the little bits around the edge, and then you've got the little details underneath that. Then about where I've got that line there is where those details are, maybe a bit higher, maybe about there instead. And then you've got all these ridges on the top which look like a bit of a nightmare, to be honest. I looked at that and thought, that's fine, but that does look a bit fiddly. We will get there. Might just take me a second to try and make these shapes. It's already getting too thin at the top, which means I've definitely done something wrong. I'm not sure what. I think this whole area here is too small. I think it needs to come out a bit more than that. Let me just put these on a different object, because I forgot to do that before. So let's get these and get that, and then just scale this whole thing outwards, because it takes up a lot more of this top area. I've also just noticed it seems to be different on either side, so that's worrying, because now it looks like it's not in the middle, which I hoped it would be. So I might just move that. Huh. Either way. Alright. So we've got that little dome on the top. There's going to be a line there. Then we've got another line there where there's some details that need to go in. And then you got loads of like weird ridges on this. Don't know why I said weird ridges. They're just ridges. So I'm going to do them kind of how they are on here, but I'm not going to do them exactly the same, because I might be here all day. So you've got those few, and then there's like a few thinner ones at the top here, I think. Again, I think I just need to give myself a break. Trying to be too much like it. As long as it looks there or thereabouts, I should just be happy, shouldn't I? Oh, I've just noticed as well on these archways there's like a little tower on the top of them, so I need to remember to do that. That's a shame. And then we've got, I don't know what that sort of shape is in the top. It's sort of like that, I think, with like a detail in this top little piece. And then it goes up into this very final bit of the spire. Just like a bell shape. We're almost at the top. I say that like we're climbing it. And do a little thing like that maybe on the top. Right. That's kind of okay. I'm just going to squash this down a little bit on the top because that's a bit too big. save that. Have you nice? My wife has always been into oil painting, but she can't do it as much anymore. So she's started doing digital art on her iPad. Oh, that's fair enough. It's cool that you can carry on like kind of being creative though still. I'm useless and don't know how to describe the kind of work she does, but I know she's going to try and learn pixel art soon. Oh, that'd be cool. Yeah, some of the stuff that people do with pixel art is absolutely insane. Like, when they're so finely, like, I don't know, it's just the way they can do all the colours and everything. I feel like you must have, like, a real... It can't be easy to do that. It must be quite a pain. But yeah, that'd be really cool to see. Right. Because then that's a bit more like that, isn't it, there? And then I'm going to quickly, as well, just do that to make that a little bit more obvious, that little bulge bit on the side. Okay, so I might quickly try and do the little details on the tops of here, on the tops of these little archways, and get them out of the way while I still remember that they need doing. Also, if anyone is curious, I mean, I don't know why you'd want to, but I have put up all of the past live streams I've done of the Age of Empires stuff on my YouTube channel, which is just JPC Artwork, which I've just left for ages, to be honest. And I'm also making some of these wonders off stream as well, so I've been recording myself making those. And by that, I just mean getting the screen capture. There's like no camera or like voiceover or anything like that. It's just me, just me screen. And yeah, I've not actually had the chance to upload those yet, but I hope to get to that soon. One thing I haven't done with this yet, which will be exciting soon, I've not turned like the lighting on, because that's always like cool to see how the shadows get cast and everything. It's probably quite a sad thing to say, but I like it all the same. I like to do ink and watercolour for painting. That sounds cool. Yeah. I basically used, when I was doing my painting, because I can't mix colours, I liked using just wall paints, like emulsion. And that was basically how I did my paintings, because you just got like 6 different tins of like that, like it'd be just like a grey scale, because I'd never used colours really, other than the odd like random bit of red or something, but it would just be like a black and a white, and then there'd just be a load of greys in the middle, and that would be my way of painting, which, yeah, again, probably not the best way of doing things. I just seem to get on with it pretty well. Which I don't know if that's weird or not. Okay, so this needs to go somewhere in the middle here. It needs to go about there, but it's not on this blue bit, is it? It's the bit below it? Yeah. So let's just put this little flower where it needs to go. Make it a little bit bigger than that. And I'm going to hopefully use that rotate tool again. Oh, let me just put that onto its own object. Lighting is my favourite part. Always fun to see the cast shadows and bounce light and play with the mood and tone. Yeah, exactly. I always like to try and do like a nighttime version as well. Although with this one I'm going to have to add like some extra like lanterns and stuff to light it, but it's looking kind of cool so far. I'm pretty happy with this. So hopefully won't oh, please don't crash, please do not crash. No, let's undo that, no. Oh, I can't though, can I? Right, let's get rid of the colours. Let's go on this mode, which I can't remember what it's called. Should know it by now. What do they call it? Viewpoint shading and viewpoint shading. That really helps. Let's do that again. Please do not crash. It usually does crash when I use this. And let's get rid of all these steps and just put like 6 in. Okay, and then we can put this up to 360. And we can just add these steps like we did before. Look at that. Lovely. Save. Solid viewport. I see. I mean, that does make sense. I don't know if... is it possible to render things in this kind of viewport? Because I've not figured that out yet. It's probably really simple to do. I'm probably just lazy. I could just look it up, you know. Right, I'm just going to quickly sketch something down for these other little details. So we've got loads of little spikes. And we've got more flowers. And underneath that, we've got another weird looking shape. It's kind of like that. By the looks of things. So that shouldn't be too much of a problem to do. And then above that, we've got that shape. Which is just repeated over and over again. Then we've got more flowers at the top, and then some little ball things at the top. Fair enough. And then there was another detail that I missed somewhere, wasn't there? Where I did these bits. There's something else I was thinking about. Ah, those bits in there. Which I could probably just copy this and raise it up and then just scale it down so that it fits in the middle. Set origin to geometry and scale it down. There we go, we've got away with doing that. Simple. Apparently you can render in whatever viewport you're looking in. Oh, okay. I wonder... You know what, I'm not going to do that now. I'll do that off stream. But yeah, I think sometimes I like... almost sometimes like some of my models when they haven't been like rendered with color, like just when they're in this solid viewport, they just look... I just think they look really like clean and I don't know. There's something like almost architectural model about it, which I quite like. Do I do the flowers now? No, I should probably do the awkward details, the ones that are going to take me a little bit more time. So the other flowers sit in here, and then we've got the other little detail above, and then we've got the other detail that sort of hangs down below. So how are we going to do this? I'm going to use... Hang on a sec. If I turn, let me save. I think I need to add a extension. I think it's... Is it extra objects? Yeah, there we go. I need to add these two on. If it wants to work, there we go. Because what I need to do is add a single vert. Because I'm going to use a skin modifier to make these little details. So I'm going to do the awkward ones first. So we've got a shape that looks like... Try and get those about the same. Shape similar to that. And I'm just going to delete only faces. And we can delete this edge as well. Apparently you can viewport render, just viewport render image. Cool, hang on a sec. I'm going to just take a picture of that because I'll probably forget later. If my phone actually wants to work. That way I'll remember to check it. Cheers for that. And then what we've got is like a little shape that hangs down here, and it's like a almost like a plant, like a leaf or something. And again, I'm not too worried about how perfect these are, as long as they're there or thereabouts. And let's just move these into where they need to sit, which, yeah, is about there. I'm hoping this is going to work. Now, this might be where it crashes, actually, because it's usually when you do it this way is when it crashes. I don't know whether to maybe try and do the other... No, I need to do that on a separate object. Right, so let's just add a skin modifier to this, and we want to go mark root and scale those right down, and that gives us that like little metally detail there. And I want to tuck that in just a little bit more than that, and hopefully it won't overhang then. I think what I need to do is apply the modifier, because that will definitely crash my PC. And we've got the 3D cursor in the middle. In theory, I should be able to go on to edit mode now and select these. And if I maybe do that instead, and then just do it when you can't see anything else. So yeah, prepare for it to crash. I have saved. Oh no, it seems to be behaving itself. Right, 360, and then we want to just up these until they get quite close to one another. I'm not too fussed if it doesn't look perfect. They're all at a slight angle. I wonder if I spin it, will it turn all of them? No. That's a shame. Well, if I turn that one at least, and then can I undo the spin? The rotate? Is it possible? No. Right, okay, well I'll turn it first then, and then do it again. Oh, that's a little bit slower this time. Yeah, that'll do. Cool. That's a nice little detail done. We can extend those a little bit, I think. And we'll just make that it's like a reddy, bronzy colour almost. I might have done those a bit too small, because you can't really make out what they are. Huh. That's a bit rubbish. Do I just do it again? I'm hoping if I can just undo it enough times, can I get back to where I was? Just about. Let's add the skin modifier again and make it just a lot thicker this time, perhaps. Whoa, do not do that. I don't know what I just did there. It's a screw modifier? I don't think I ever use that. No, 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 no. What's happening? Don't crash. Right, let's come back off of that. Jeez, that didn't like that very much. Right, let's scale this down. Mark root. Alright. Let's try and, if I move that down a bit, and then maybe put just like an extra little detail in the middle between them both. Don't know, that might make it a bit more interesting to look at. The PC went rogue. It did. It had a little moment there. Didn't like that. Okay, so if we now apply it... No, do not duplicate. What am I doing? I'm getting way ahead of myself. make it a bit more, a little bit bigger than that. Maybe there somewhere. And then we're going to do the same thing again, and we're going to select all that. Let's put the cursor, no, the, wait, let me come back into object mode. Origin to 3D cursor, I think, is correct. I'm not 100% sure. And I'm hoping, no, it's wrong now. Never mind, ignore that. I'm sure I didn't change that. Right, now, let's do it again. There we go. 360. And up these, all the way up. So nice and close to one another. I think that looks a little bit better already. If I just apply a similar colour to that other one now. Make it a little bit more ready. That might do for now. Otherwise, I'll be here all day. Right, let's save that. I wonder if I can... I probably should have done it a second ago. For these objects at the top here, do I just try and reuse one of these little bits? It won't be exactly the same. As I've said numerous times. Put it on its own object and do the same thing again. .360, and we'll just put these steps up even more. Okay, it's getting quite a lot now. And they're already the right colour. Yeah, I don't think that looks too bad. Alright, I have to go and get my day started. Thanks for a random stream. Watching you do this has me feel inspired to make some progress on my project today. Oh, awesome. That's cool. Thanks for coming by, Jimmy. Hopefully you can come by again another time. Sorry, hang on. But yeah, we'll have to see. Hopefully I can stream on, you know, more weekends and stuff. But yeah, hope your day goes well, and I'll catch you later. Right, we're almost there. We've got these little details at the top, and we've got some more flowers to put in places. But then we're getting somewhere. I'm going to very quickly have a very quick break for just a second. So just give me like 2 minutes. Hang on a sec. Back again. It's getting rather hot. Again, sorry that I keep coughing. I don't know what's I think I'm just inside this room and it's like really hot, so it's probably not helped very much. Okay, so we've got to make this little shape at the top here. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to duplicate this edge. And we'll put that on its own object. And I'm going to start making this other little shape that we need to do. Which, is that going to be difficult to do like this? We snap to face, and then if I extrude it, it should... Yeah, it's better. That's what I wanted. Let's do that sort of thing. And is there a hoop on the bottom of it? Not really, but there's some sort of triangular-like shape. Now, the only thing is, I need to mirror that over. So, how should I do that? It's on its own object. I put the cursor there and then apply a mirror modifier. Seems to have worked. If I just go ahead and apply that. Then mesh, clean up, merge by distance. Has that done anything? Not really. Okay, so that's fine. If we just go ahead and try and get the skin modifier on it. Looks nice, thank you very much. Yeah, almost there now, we're getting there. Wow, that looks mad. I'm hoping it won't look that bad in a minute. Yeah, it's come up okay actually. I reckon. So we want to do again, same, we want to apply that, and how big are these things? They're a lot bigger than that. So, set origin to geometry and scale it up. Actually, let me get rid of the colour on it because I can't actually see what I'm doing. So, it is pretty big and it takes up quite a lot of that space actually, I didn't realise, so it's probably about that sort of size. And I can just get these and shift them into the top of the building there. Just hide them out of the way. That's a shame that that's gone all weird here. Hang on, let's try and fix that. I'm just going to bodge it and fill those in, those gaps. Yeah. Alright. And what colour are they? They are probably actually that gold colour. So hopefully it'll cast some nice shadows. I'm hoping that it won't just be like a kind of wasted detail. Hopefully we'll actually see that. Let's put the 3D cursor in the middle there again. Go back onto edit mode. Let's grab all of these. And let's spin her around again. That's not worked at all this time, so I'm going to undo that. And I can't remember why that sometimes works and sometimes doesn't. So I might just cheat a little bit. 3D cursor and then just do a set amount. So if I did 25 degrees, and just did that over and over again. I'm not sure if it will add up right this side, which it hasn't done. But if I just... I'm really copping out here. I'm going to merge them all onto one object. And I'm going to rotate it so you won't see that bit at the back. Look at that, fixed. It's a miracle. Yeah. And it's annoying you can't really see them there, but you might be able to when there's actually something to look at on it. As in, once there's shadows and stuff. Okay, so we want one of these flowers. We'll steal one of those and put it onto its own object. I can put that up here somewhere. Can't remember where it goes. Just below there somewhere, I think. Yeah, in there. Lovely. And again, same old, same old. Hopefully that works. Let's just do 50. No, not even that many. 20. That'll probably do. And then we can do again the same thing for the very top, which is just below that little ridge, isn't there? Oh wait, no, they're just circles. What circles? They're just like round balls, I think. Which is fine. Can do that. Let's put some ecospheres in. Is that what they're called? So I'm hoping I won't have to keep you lovely people for much longer now. I'm getting there, I think. Yeah, cheers for staying with us for so long. I do feel guilty sometimes when I take ages. I'm like, oh, I mean, thanks for staying with me. Right, let's get a few of these in here. 360. No, let's do a few less than that. 360 helps if I actually type it right. And let's do, I don't know, 16 instead. I think that's where it is. Yeah, it looks like it. I think where I put the stars is actually not where it needs to go. It needs to go higher than that, doesn't it? It's in that slot there. Whoops. So actually sit in here. So there you go, that's fixed. Right, we can do a save. And we're just about there for all of the main details, I think. Ah, no, there's one more load of flowers that need doing. Which is around this little top piece. If I was to use this now, would that affect all of them? No, that's good. Let's do 20 up there. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Save. Alright, we are almost there now. Let's get the whole building. Hopefully I can select it all at once. And shift that onto here. Where it's going to live. Try and position it on its little base. Okay, all of that's in the ground, I think. Right, let's save that. And then one thing I need to do, there's some little rocks and there's some little like plants about, so I can steal some of these that I made before and just place those around. I always end up just copying the same plants. Probably shouldn't, but and as there's not many of these, I'm just going to place them by hand, I think, in a few places. Sort of randomly dot them about a little bit. Again, sorry I'm going really quiet. Obviously concentrating now. Don't need to do too many of them, and then I'm just going to pick up some more of these bundles of plants and move those about as well. Okay, move that down a little bit so it fills out the space a bit nicer. Give that another save. Can never save enough. And we've got a few rocks I can just put in places. Which I always like to do. Makes just the ground around the whole like area look a bit more interesting, I suppose. Might change the colour of the rocks actually this time, as it's a different part of the world from some of the other ones I've done. A little bit sandier maybe. Nice. Also, yeah, sorry if I go like really mumbly sometimes as well. I think particularly when I'm concentrating, I just start like getting like smaller and smaller and like shrink back into my shell a little bit. So yeah, apologies for that as well. Right, we've got some little pots that are about. Well, I think I've got some spares of those hanging around down here. I hope. Yep, from the Saracen's Wonder that I did. Just scale this up a bit. Whoa, 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 no. Let's get rid of the spin modifier. We don't like you anymore for now. Make that more jar-like almost. Put it on its own object. And we'll dot a few of those about and just scale them up and down. Realised that I've not textured those bits there, so I'm just going to cheat and put some pots on it. Yeah, just put a few of those about. Just dresses it up a bit nicer as well. Right, so again, save. I don't want to do the lighting just yet. I've still got some figures I need to put in. Give me 2 seconds. I need to quickly find my characters from the last one I did and just copy them across, which was the Slavs Wonder I did. I don't think you'll be able to see this, so sorry for just a second. I'm in a different blend file. All right. I want to change up the race of the people, but for now, because that's going to take a minute to do, I'm just going to just pop them around the place. Pop them. I don't know what I just said. Put them around the place essentially, and just see how that looks quickly. Try and get them so they're about on ground level. That'll make my life easier, putting them in places. She can go over there by those rocks with her little pickaxe. He can just go somewhere. They might be a little bit big, the characters. I'm not sure, are they? Maybe not. Yeah, they can just be carrying in some resources from somewhere. And we've got the bow and arrow lady that I like to always have in here. I'm going to put her somewhere. Defending the place. Yeah, I think they're all a little bit too big. So I am going to scale them down. Yeah, he can... Sorry. She can just be staying there, and he can be somewhere as well. He can be over there by his mate. I just noticed how much taller he is than him, so he's scaled wrong anyway. So he's definitely bigger than the rest. Oh, maybe she's just bigger anyway then. Let's have a look. Is she just bigger anyway? Yeah, she is. So she needs to be more like that size, and so does he. Again, these don't need to be perfect because they would all naturally be different heights, I suppose. And yeah, sorry if this bit's a little bit tedious. That's a little bit better size. Still not as quite as I'd want it to be, but okay. I don't know if I'm going with blue on this one or not, or if I'm going to be changing up the colours entirely. Which I might be. Let's put him somewhere. He can come up here as well. Yeah, he's down there. He's down there. A quick save. It'd be nice to just copy across some little crates and stuff as well. I don't think they technically fit in with the civilization. I'm not sure if that would make sense. I suppose it would do. Let's just plonk some of these about. nice. And then we've got our little pots everywhere as well. I'm going to add another one of those. Cool. I'm going to very quickly just run through and see what some of the other colours look like. That has not worked. Why didn't that work? Because I was on the wrong thing. Team 2. Red looks kind of cool. Green I've done recently and the background's green. This is the yellow one. Would that look right with the gold though? Not sure it would. Orange looks pretty good. What did I say before? Grey. Is that just a bit boring though? Maybe it is. But then I've not used grey yet. You know what? For now, I might just keep it grey. Once I've played around with the lighting and everything, I might change up things. But I want to try and like represent each colour from the game in each one of these wonders. So if I can use it, I might as well just run with it. And yeah, I'd like to slightly change the skin tone as well, because that's not quite right, because these characters have come across from the Russian wonder, the Slavs wonder, which is like Russian, so yeah, I'm going to do that in a mo. Which is material 25. And I just want to change the hair colour a little on these. Was it material 25, I think? And then I can adjust this once it's all changed on all of them, then I can adjust it to suit. Be somewhere around there, I think. Okay, so we're about there. Let me just do a quick save. Right, let me have a look what it looks like with lighting. Ooh, nice. That looks kind of cool. Cast some really nice shadows. I might do that one this way. Instead. And then I can adjust this as well, so I can make it like ready. Oh, that's quite cool. I don't want it to just be white. That looks a bit too cold for where it is in the world. I think it needs to be a warm colour. Something like that. Let's put a bit more colour in the background as well, so that stands out a bit more. Because I've not used green on any of them yet, so I thought I'd do that. Yeah, it's looking quite nice, I think. Again, I usually play around with the background colour for ages, so it may not even necessarily end up like that. Let's just quickly hide that one and make this a bluey colour, and then darken it down. Because then for our nighttime one that I usually like to do, I can just add some, I don't know, some fire pits or just some torches maybe. Do I do that now? I don't really want to use the Aztec fire pit that I used. I think, hang on a sec. Let's do a quick save. Sorry, I save relentlessly. Let's go on to, I think it was the Saracens wonder, I think I did. Wherever that might be. It might not be on this PC at all, actually. Huh. Okay. Let's just... Let me get rid of that one. Looking good. It looks... Oh, dear. Yeah, I think I'm planning as well, because, again, I love the Age of Empires stuff. I do want to make the monasteries. So I think for the monasteries, they're going to be, like, in those ones. Also, just making one now on stream will probably take me ages, because all the character stuff does. So I am going to wrap up soon. I'm just going to quickly do a few more little bits. Sorry, my TV just turned off. Or on, off. I didn't realise it was on. Yeah, let's just... We can use that flame I used before. And we can squash that down. I'm kidding. It really does look good, though. Oh, thank you. I mean, you might have been kidding, but I do agree. It does need, like... If I make more of the buildings, I think when it comes to, like, certain, like, you know, like cavalry or things like that, then I'll probably end up making some more than just the, you know, the standard units in the game, but... Which is a bit backwards, I suppose, because really the Wonder should have, like, every type of character around it and be, like, a really, like, busy and, like, bustling area, but never mind. Right, I can't say what the, like, Burmese civilization used for, if they had just standard torches. I usually try and like to be kind of accurate with that kind of stuff, but I'll just give them some torches and just stick them around the building kind of thing with some little point lights on. You'll see how I do my bad fire effect now. Doesn't want to be quite that red. We can combine these together. And then just move these where they need to go, really. Maybe at the top of the steps, at the bottom of the steps, places like that. What do you think? What do we reckon? That's probably a bit too big as well still at the minute. What I'm going to do is, let's scale down that and scale up the... Oh wow, I'll get there in a minute. And we'll just make that more like that. Kidding. Do you have any work that is just the camp area, like chopping wood and stuff? I don't just yet. I think I would like to make like a full camp of the oh, is it the Dark Age? You know, the first age you start in. You know, like all the basic like tents and stuff. I'd like to make a whole little scene. Maybe just do one stream where I make all of those because they're kind of simple to do. I don't think they should take me too long. I say that, probably take me ages. But yeah, I think that could be kind of cool to do. Maybe just put these down there somewhere. I don't really know. Does this look bad? Right, we'll run with it. What I'm going to do, if I select all of these... is the 3D cursor already in the middle? It's not, so that was a waste of time. Let's put the 3D cursor there. And then painfully select all these items again. Like that. Is that all of it selected? Yep. And then we can go 3D cursor, and then I should just be able to rotate them around. Do the torches still look okay? That is the question. Yeah, it should do. If we do that, look at that, there we go, we've got the nighttime one now. this wants to be a, I suppose, like a moonlight colour. That looks quite nice. Looks quite cool. Right, we'll give that a save there. I think I'm going to call it there. I might, you know, mess around with the colours again. I don't know. I might leave the grey. The grey stands out quite good against the, you know, the oranges and the golds, I suppose. I mean, oh, it doesn't stand out as well as like the blue or the red does, but yeah, again, I kind of want to try and use all the colours I can. So, yeah. That could be pretty neat. Yeah, hopefully I'll do that eventually. But I thought it'd be cool. I think people finding me, like, because at the start I was just building like a house each stream, because I made the Southeast Asian house and I made the East Asian house. But then I thought, you know what, people probably wanted to see what I do with the wonders, so I'll just, you know, go straight to those. And yeah, it's going alright so far. I suppose it's. I just thought it'd be more interesting to sort of come in across into. So it'd be cool to do the castles as well at some point, and yeah, the monasteries for each of the different architecture styles. So yeah, that'd be cool. There's another idea that I have. You could make a person holding a torch and lighting one of those stand-in torches. That could be pretty cool. I do have, again, I don't have the model on here. I'd have to like download it and that and sort it out. But I've got in the Saracens one that I did, there is a guy that's just holding a torch, so I could like repurpose him somewhere. But yeah, that's a cool idea. That'd be cool. I think for now I'll just I think I'll leave it as is because God knows how long I've been streaming for. It must be like coming on to 4 hours. Yeah, 3 hours 50 minutes. So yeah. Doesn't have to be in this one. Yeah, sorry, I should have read that first. Yeah, I think I'll try and just change it up every now and again, like, you know, when you come across each one, so they're not all exactly the same. But yeah, it was a good stream nonetheless. Oh, thank you very much. Well, yeah, I'm gonna say I'm gonna say bye now, I think. Thank you very much for joining me and bearing with me on this. Because yeah, it was a very random stream, and I had a lot more people in than I ever thought I would do. I didn't think anyone would come in, to be honest, because it was so last minute. So yeah, thank you very much, and hopefully you've enjoyed it, and hopefully you'll be able to catch another one soon. The finished like renders and that, they'll probably be up later today on my Twitter and my Instagram, I should think, which are I think, hang on a second, I'm not sure if they've came up. I don't know if Moobot has been doing the right thing. Has Moobot given the links out, the socials? It has, yeah. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to be putting those bits out later. And also, I don't know if you'd be interested, but I do a gaming podcast with my girlfriend, and called The Vault. And we just basically ramble on about random stuff and whatnot. So yeah, if you're interested in that as well, there's that. But yeah, thank you very much, guys. What's that? Enjoyed it. Thanks for it. I'll be waiting for it. I followed you there as well. Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, I'll catch you guys again soon. So, see you later. Bye.